Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're all having an amazing start to your day. I hope you're all feeling well rested. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you like this kind of video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing to my channel down below and hit that notification bell. That way you'll get updated. You'll get an alert if when I do other videos besides these 9 o'clock ones. And so why am I here? I make these videos every day to give you a short little glimpse. Hi, sweets. Give you a short little glimpse into my daily practice, to my morning routine, all of that fun stuff. And if you have your own daily pet practice, something that nourishes your soul, I would love to hear what it is. Please comment in the comments down below what you do to nourish your soul on the daily. All right. So I came on without really an agenda of something specific to talk about. I can't even remember what I titled this. We're all going to be all right. That's what I titled it. I may even change the title. I don't know. Depends on what I end up talking about. But we are all going to be all right. I think I titled that because Sweetie and I were talking and about everything going on, and we just ended with, well, it's all going to be all right. And it will. It's all going to be all right. Phew. I think today I'm just going to get straight into the cards, and like 20 of them just fell on the floor. I don't think I'm going to read all 20 of them, though. Sorry about that. Yeah, let me get organized here again. My cats are chasing each other. Naughty, naughty. Come on, guys. I guess it's going to be one of those days. Sorry. All right, let's start shuffling again. Now, if 1 or 2 or 3 want to jump out at me, then those are the ones I'll read. Okay. Go take this one. I think today I'm going to draw 3, not look at them, and then read them. All right. So let's see what we got. It's not personal. Claim your boundaries. Very important. Talk shop. Any of you familiar with the 4 agreements by Don? I can't think of his name. Good Lord. The 4 agreements. And his name is Don. I think it begins with an M. I can't hear what you're saying.
Miguel Ruiz something.
Miguel Luis.
No, Ruiz. Like
Ruiz. Miguel Ruiz.
But I don't remember the other name. There's one more name.
Okay, thank you. Well, we got a better idea of who the author is. Anyway, one of the 4 agreements is to not take anything personally because nothing is personal. What others think and say about you is none of your business. You know, there are as many versions of you walking around as there are people who you encounter. You know, everyone's got a different picture in their head of who exactly you are and what your personality is based on, colored by their personal experiences and by their by little snippets of things you may have been doing and your energy level at the time that you met them. And so I can expound a lot further on that. Not to take anything personally. Maybe I'll do a video about the 4 agreements. Maybe I'll do a video about one of each of the 4 agreements. I think I'll make that a future video because it's very powerful stuff. So that's going to be a future talk. Not to take anything personally. And if you have a choice, look up the 4 agreements. Claim your boundaries. Claim your boundaries. He's holding a shield and the arrow is not penetrating him. Claim your boundaries. Don't let people walk all over you. I did a story about the dog walker yesterday, letting his dog do business in your yard, and how to claim your boundary without making your relationship with the neighbor sour. All right, so I'm going to leave that one at the end of this video. After it gets uploaded, which is usually by the next day, I will put an end card up with a link to the video of the dog walker. And so this is the one I'm interested in because I don't know exactly what it means. Talk shop. I love the imagery in it. 2 people talking with a heart bubble. Talk shop. The thing that I think of when I see talk shop is talk about work. That seems boring. It doesn't seem like there'd be a little heart bubble in the middle of it. So I'm going to look this one up. It's a number 17, which breaks down to an 8. So if you're into numerology, you can let that be a clue for you. Talk shop. You know that you're steady on your psychic legs when you can't wait to share wonderful psychic stories with your kindred spirits who also like to talk vibes. Don't let your ego get in the way and convince you to hide your vibes or stop you from sharing the positive experiences they bring. So it's not about talking about work. It's talking about talking about sharing your experiences with the divine and with psychic stories and things like that. So it means coming out of your comfort zone. If you're hiding behind anything, maybe this is aimed at me. I actually saw a video yesterday with one of my favorite YouTubers. Her name is Joanna. I'll link her channel down below. She did her very first live yesterday, reading Libra and other air sign energies. And she did a beautiful job. She's a beautiful speaker. She's very fluent. And, I just love her. I love her energy. And she came right out and said, I'm nervous doing this. This is my first time doing this. My guides are pushing me into this, telling me to go outside my comfort zone. And she did it beautifully. And so don't be afraid to talk. Don't let ego get in the way and convince you to hide your vibes or stop you from sharing positive experiences. Get out of your comfort zone once in a while. Talk shop. I love that. Your ego acts out of fear and tries to protect you from being hurt, such as being criticized by others for your vibes. I don't widely tell people at work about my videos here, but I'm Facebook friends with a couple of people, and I get nervous that they may see my videos here, and I may go into work and be confronted. What was that stuff you put on? What was that video all about? And yada, yada, yada. You're a nurse. You should be all scientific and stuff, and you're talking about all the spirits and stuff. I get worried about that sometimes, but I've let that go as much as I can. And I had a meeting on Tuesday, one of our weekly meetings, and one of the teachers in the facility came up to me afterwards and said, oh, by the way, I love your channel. I watch your videos. So shout out to the teachers at my workplace. You know who you are. And that really lifted my spirits, that someone saw at work and I wasn't being judged. So it tells me that I should be open more to this sort of thing. And it's not personal. Don't take things personally. There are people who, if they saw my videos at work, would be giving me a side eye saying, it's not my job to see what their thoughts are about. It's not my job to police what their thoughts about. Their opinions of me are none of my business. I just got to keep being me. Just be you, Buttercup. So your ego acts out of fear, trying to protect you from hurt, such as being criticized by others for your vibes, but who cares? Your vibes take good care of you. I trust that we are in a benevolent universe here. Nothing ever happens to us, it happens for us, and that can be very hard to take. And for my first 40 years of life on this planet, I had the attitude that everything was happening to me, and I was in a lot of negative vibes. And then around in my early 40s, I managed to break free from all of that and completely change my life. Within 5 years, my life did a complete 180 turn. And that's more stories for more days. But we live in a benevolent universe. And if the first 40 years didn't happen, then I wouldn't be where I am today. And you're distracted.
Miguel Ruiz.
You're distracted. Okay, what?
Don Miguel Ruiz.
I was right with the Don. Don Miguel Luis. Thank you for looking that up, sweets. Ruiz. And my flow is broken, but it's nice to know the author of who I was trying to quote. So anyway, your vibes take good care of you. You are in a benevolent universe. Openly and joyously acknowledge this. Thank you, benevolent universe. And as I look up, I see the tops of all my friends up here, the trees. Another story for another day, how the trees have spirit. And yeah, they're my friends. Openly and joyously acknowledge this. It's time to review your vibes from the higher plateau of love and generosity. Notice how peaceful you become when you trust your vibes. And it's only natural to want to share your positive experiences with others. Sixth sensory people, that's people with more than the 5 senses. They trust their intuition, which is the 6th sense. People love to talk about their intuitive experiences and have a wonderful, colorful language that transmits the higher joy vibrations that are so enriching to the heart chakra. They use the word love a lot, and it's time for you to join in. Become one of the 6th sensory people and help raise the whole vibration of the planet, openly talking about your vibes and your intuitions and your heart. I think that what this is saying is more speak from the heart. It's time for all of society to get out of the head space and drop into heart space with all of our communications, to speak openly. Notice how peaceful you become when you start to trust your vibes, and it's only natural to want to share your positive experience with others. 6th century people love to talk about their intuitive experiences and have a wonderful, colorful language that transmits higher joy vibrations that are so enriching to the heart chakra. They use the word love a lot, and it's time for you to join in. When you share your experience with 5 sensory people, don't try to convert them to 6th sensory living. If one of the grumpy lumpies at work come up to me, what's all that about? I'll be going, it's just me being me. I'm not going to try to convince them of anything. I'm not going to and explain my point of view. The message reaches the right people at the right time when it is their turn to hear them. They'll get there someday. They're not there yet. And it's not my job. It's not personal. I don't have to be defensive, all that. Don't try to convert them to 6th sensory living. Just let the world know that you're comfortable with your vibes. You don't need approval from anyone. You don't need approval from anyone. Your life is happy enough. Your happy life is approval enough. And with that, I got to bring in this other card that we drew. Still, you got to claim your boundaries. If the grumpy people at work want to crowd in and bully me over these videos, I don't think that would happen. I work with a beautiful group of people, some on all different levels of, where their spirituality is at and all that, but it's still a wonderful group of people. But if it did come down to me being bullied at work over these videos, I would step up, claim my power, center myself in the now, and draw my boundary with them, because that's very important. All right. So I love how this turned out, coming on with no agenda, letting the cards find my topic for me. It's all going to be all right, folks. It is all going to be all right. Don't hide you. Be you. And don't hide your true personality. Don't try to convince others to join you in your whatever it is that you follow that they might not. Don't take things personally, and claim your boundaries. All right. So what does KuanYin have to say about all this? This one just jumped out. She's sitting with a lotus in front of her, holding a bowl. She's multi-armed. Oh, she's beautiful. I say that every time. She's beautiful, but she is. Look at her. Isn't she beautiful, though? I ought to expand my vocabulary, but she is amazing. It's a number 7. Doesn't break down to anything but 7. Drink from the emerald fountain. The divine feminine encourages your awakening and empowerment. Your sincerity is evoking KuanYin's divine intervention. Your sincerity, you being you staying true to your own vibes and talking your own truth. Your sincerity is evoking KuanYin's divine intervention. It makes sense to open up to receive it, to step forward and drink from the emerald fountain, which is the unconditionally loving heart chakra of KuanYin. Staying in the heart chakra, drinking from the fountain of love and compassion that springs forth from the heart. Allow yourself to be nourished by the power and love of the Divine Mother flowing through you now. It's a beautiful ending to this reading here. So the Divine Feminine resides within your heart. Open yourself up to drink from the nourishing flow of that fountain of love and compassion. Your sincerity is what opens up the heart chakra. Your honesty and sincerity and showing your true face to the world without taking things personally if people don't agree with you. Making sure that people can't stop you from being your true self. Makes sense to open up and receive this, to become authentic in your true self, to step forward and drink from the emerald fountain, unconditionally loving heart chakra energy. Allow yourself to be nourished by the power and love of the Divine Mother that flows through you now. And with all that, I think I need a nice cleansing breath. This was a beautiful reading. Thank you for these wonderful messages. Deep breath in. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked this message. And if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. And with all that, I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.